Hey friends, Chris again from Chef Wannabe's Life, and today I would like to update you on my eyes. It's been a while since I've given you an update. I've had another surgery since I updated you, so if you'd like to know what's going on and what I'm seeing these days, come along with me. Hey guys, so crazy town. I am first going to update you on my transplant eye over here, my corneal transplant eye. I'm 6 weeks, oh my gosh, I'm like 7 weeks out of my corneal transplant surgery. We had a few complications with some abrasions. We got those cleared up. Last week, I got a suture removed and one trimmed. When I went in for post-op on my other eye, which we'll get to in a minute, I said, I'm not sure if I have a post-op already scheduled for my transplant eye or not, but could you just take a look at it? So he looked at my cornea transplant eye just to get a look and see what was going on, and he found that one of the sutures was bulging a little bit. Protruding, I guess was the word he used, and he said it needed trimmed. So my surgeon was in surgery, so we waited around for about an hour, and he trimmed it and then ended up also removing another entire suture. I think the worst part of the transplant is the speculum they put in your eye to hold it open. That thing is like a medieval torture device. And the tweezers coming at my eye, the scissors coming at my eye. It's just like, even though they numb your eye, it's still, I mean, you get a little sting with that. So anyway, he did that, and then I go back, I think in 3 weeks for another transplant examination, follow-up, so to speak. The good news is, in my transplant eye, the day I had my transplant, my vision was 2400 out of that eye. Legally blind is 2200, I believe. And as of last week on Friday, I can now be corrected. It's not here yet, it's just with correction. I can be corrected to 2030. Is that not amazing? So, it's just unreal to be able to see out of that eye. It never ceases to amaze me. It never ceases to make me just close my eyes and thank the Lord, because it's amazing. And close my eyes and thank the Lord and my donor's family. So then a week and 4 days ago, I had surgery on my left eye. I had corneal cross-linking. That was far worse than the transplant for me. I was awake for it, and I'm going to butcher this word, but they remove the epithelial layer of your cornea while you're awake and your eye is wide open and you can see what they're doing. And since you know what they're doing, that makes it feel a little bit more unnerving. It took about 2.5 hours, and what they do is they drop eye drops in my eye that are riboflavin enriched, and then I believe vitamin B enriched. 2 different drops, and they put them in every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes, and then in between would be like numbing drops as well. And then I was subjected my eyes to ultraviolet light, and then it was done. But I am here to tell you, I heard somebody else on YouTube refer to the feeling like someone had poured a bottle of hot sauce in your eye. Yeah, that's no joke. That's no joke. You know, I know every experience is different for everyone, But by the time we left there, they told me I had about 30 minutes of numbing left in my eye. We had to run to a pharmacy, and I live, in a major city. We had to run to our pharmacy, get the prescription for pain medicine filled. I was starving, and I mean, look at me. I needed food, and we needed to bring food home to my sister and for my husband. So we ran and did that, and by the time we got home, my eye burned so bad, I just kept repeating to my husband, what have I done? Like, what have I done? I can't take this. This can't be right. This cannot be how it's supposed to feel. Maybe we should call the doctor. Oh my gosh. And I proceeded to sleep for the next 2 days, literally as much as I could with pain medicine. It took a good 3 to 4 days, maybe even into the 5th day, for that to subside and the light sensitivity to be manageable. The light sensitivity was completely unmanageable. I'm glad I have dark brown curtains in my living room, and because I could take no light. I had to unplug our Christmas tree. I had to unplug any other lights in the house, no TV. I couldn't deal with it. So that eye, what the purpose of corneal cross-linking is to freeze your cornea where it's at, so that hopefully at no point will I ever need a cornea transplant in my left eye, because the riboflavin is going to form almost like a cage, or it's going to form these fibers all around my cornea, and it's going to hold it there. And so I am looking forward to that being successful, and I have been experiencing a decline in my vision right after, and my doctor told me that would happen. It did take a little longer to heal than normal, but I got my bandage contact off on Friday. And I noticed yesterday when I was editing a video for you guys that my vision is starting to clear the tiniest bit in my left eye. Enough that I'm not sitting here almost in tears just trying to see. I am just grateful. I'm grateful that maybe I'm on the upswing. So that is about all I have for my update. I go back on Friday this week for another follow-up for the cross-linking, and I'm sure they'll check the cornea transplant as well. I did find out the eye bank from which my cornea came, and I have composed a letter to my donor's family. I am very compelled, and it is heavy on my heart, to thank these people for this gift. I don't care if it's a heart or lungs or, a cornea. Part of their loved one is living on in you, and to give that gift to someone, for me to be able to see, for me to maybe be able to live my life the way I once did again, I mean, that's a miracle. That is a miracle, that someone you don't even know is giving you the chance at life, or to have a life, or to live your life, or to be alive. It is amazing. It is amazing. I would ask all of you to consider or reconsider tissue and organ donation. And don't just talk about it. If you're really serious about it, get that done. Get that on your driver's license. Get that card. Do what you need to do. I'll leave information in the description below of what you need to do to become an organ or tissue donor. You're not going to need it when you're done. So if you can make someone's life better, save someone's life, improve the quality of someone's life, that is amazing. To me, that is amazing. So I'm not here to preach at you about that. I just feel I've always felt strongly about it, but I feel strongly in a different way now that I've been the recipient of tissue donation. So with that being said, I will bid you farewell. I will see you in my next video, and don't forget to hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share my video if you know anyone who's has kerataconus, had a cornea transplant and has had corneal cross-linking. And I love to hear other people's experiences and stories, and maybe other people would like to hear them as well. So, in the meantime, don't forget to eat good food, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.